Please be advised, the following presentation is not intended for minors.
We are not alone here. There are troubled spirits, holy spirits, a priest, a nun. Their shades are with us. It is their pain that which haunts this place, their secret which stains these ancient stones. They have a message. They say something is coming. This is essentially how you're introduced to the character of Hellboy in his first book, Seed of Destruction. A secret group of Nazis led by a man performing a summoning ritual, which brings the demon in front of an English task force known as the Bureau for Paranormal Research and Defense. Taken in by the BPRD, Hellboy is molded and crafted to be a top-of-the-line paranormal investigator. But how about that introduction, huh? The mainline Hellboy series is written completely by Mike Mignola, who is a fantastic writer. Although Seed of Destruction isn't my first introduction to Hellboy, that would have to be the Crooked Man story later on, this first issue is just incredible. Mignola immediately creates this sense that despite the obvious inspiration of Christian folklore, what with Hellboy being a demon, presumably from hell, there's more to this world than your typical angels and hellspawn and demons. There's traces of African legends, Lovecraftian monsters, and elements of Native American mythos sprinkled throughout Seed of Destruction. What I really like about this as an introduction to not only the series, but this world in general, is that it immediately sets up that this world will draw inspiration from tons of different cultures and pantheons of grimy monsters. It helps make the world instantly darker, but not in the gritty or edgy way. Instead, it makes the world darker by making the reader not know what else Mignola has up his sleeve, or what else Hellboy might run into. However, this expansive world that at this point the reader probably knows very little about is expertly balanced by you being right next to Hellboy. Despite this essentially being an origin story for the good-hearted demon, this isn't his first case. He's a seasoned veteran. He knows what he's doing and what he's talking about. His narration is a perfect way to guide the readers along in this new world while simultaneously giving him more of a voice and look into his character and personality. These are all my thoughts as a brand new fan of Hellboy, just as I recently picked up the first omnibus, or collection of Hellboy stories. This one has like 4 or 5 stories in it, so I'm thinking of doing a short review for each one before going on to the next. So, for this video, I read Seed of Destruction, then I wrote the script, made the video, etc. Then I'll move on to the next story, The Wolves of St. August, and rinse and repeat. I'm doing it not only to pace myself, but give me a good amount of content to make for the foreseeable future. In any case, I really like Seed of Destruction. In addition to everything I've said prior, it also serves as a great introduction to the series in that it gives you an idea of how the story will be told in a meta sense. This isn't a linear story, it's more of an anthology series. You can hip-hop from story to story and it doesn't really matter too much. In theory, I could have read Wolves first and then Seed second, and it wouldn't be detrimental to my overall Hellboy experience, or yours for that matter. That being said, the basis of Seed of Destruction is that it gives a light introduction of Hellboy and his allies, his origin story, and it also sets up some inklings for where the story could go forward by hinting that Hellboy will bring about the end of the world. You could even say that it sets him up as a Seed of Destruction. In any case, this book is a fantastic introduction to the expansive, grim, shadowy world of Hellboy. If you're at all interested in getting into Hellboy, this is an amazing place to start. I cannot stress how cool this series feels to read, so I just hope others start getting into him alongside me. I know my insight isn't the most in-depth, but I still hope I conveyed my admiration for Mike Mignola's work. Do me a favor and give it a shot. It's worth it. It is really worth it.